This is a video of an off-duty cop, believe it or not, beating a female bartender. According to officials, 38-year-old Anthony Abadi got mad when the bartender cut off his drinks. The video shows him after he walked behind the bar where he began repeatedly punching and kicking this woman. Abadi is a 12-year veteran of the Chicago police force. He weighs 250 pounds. The victim was less than half his size. She was bruised up, but actually she's going to be all right. Abadi is facing aggravated battery charges and has been placed on leave from the Chicago police force. You know, surveillance videos like that are showing up on newscasts almost nightly these days, plus pictures that people take with cell phones and cameras hidden in smoke detectors. But not everyone is keeping up with the new video technology, which can be crucial in actually solving crimes caught on camera. Mary Murphy is here now with tonight's Fact Finders report. Mary.
Thank you, Jim and Katie. You know, everyone is still talking about the surveillance video that showed an elderly woman, more than a century old, getting assaulted by a young robber. But the video was not the highest quality. The same is often true with bank robberies, and that's why the FBI recently met with banking officials and police on Long Island.
Last year we had an increase in bank robberies, and we were able to get most of these subjects caught on video surveillance cameras. We are encouraging the bank community to make the investment.
Surveillance images are generally only as good as the machine they're recorded on.
The new technology is digital video recordings that are saved onto a digital video hard drive.
This top-of-the-line recorder is $10,000 to $12,000, capturing events in real time, 30 frames per second. And you can see features better, as well as movements better?
Right, you can see features and movements.
Not the kind of system used when a robber attacked this 101-year-old woman in a Queens apartment building.
And I said, oh, that's so-and-so. I hope you get caught.
When I watched that video, there were a couple of movements that that mugger made where, with a better camera, there could have been facial captures.
Still no luck, though, in catching the suspect, and it's a familiar story to law enforcement. Back in December 1999, then Police Commissioner Howard Safer criticized a Midtown bank that had a 5-year-old videotape in its security camera, which could only pick up blurry images of a suspect who had raped and robbed an NBC sports producer.
We could have had the guy.
They only got the guy more than a year later because of a DNA match made on a state database.
The average cameras are just poor quality, and they're very hard to deal with. Unless somebody knows that person very well, they can pick them out.
Sometimes something is better than nothing. And basically what happens is people recognize some characteristics of a photograph.
This grainy nighttime video of a suspect knocking down a Hanukkah menorah in St. James, Long Island, is part of the case against 20-year-old Andrew Cuciniello. Suffolk police are still looking for this guy, fleeing from a King Cullen supermarket in Comac after allegedly grabbing a woman's pocketbook from her shopping cart.
If someone knew this individual, they might be able to recognize him. For example, his height and weight.
The NYPD says it has surveillance video of this retired police sergeant, John Galtieri, blowing away his ex-wife through her car window as she waited for her daughter at a Staten Island park and ride. This White Castle video shows a group of suspects beating a young off-duty cop in early 2006 before he was fatally shot by police officers who did not know he was a brother cop. And just 2 weeks ago, a building camera caught the heartbreaking double murder of 2 young auxiliary police officers in Greenwich Village by a deranged gunman who had just killed a bartender.
I suspect that was an infrared day-night kind of camera, which allows you to have much better resolution with low light.
John Ecker from Peace of Mind Technologies demonstrated how the infrared works. So we kind of look like vampires, but you can see our
We look like vampires, but we have facial recognition.
Ecker also showed us the dome cameras that are vandal-proof.
You could take a 10, 15-pound sledgehammer and smash this, and it will not break.
And high-resolution cameras built into phony smoke detectors.
A lot of times, these types of cameras show up as nanny cameras.
We've already seen examples of the babysitters busted for beating a child, and videos posted on popular websites like YouTube to help police spread the word about wanted suspects. Now cell phone cameras are becoming all the rage, with a subway flasher caught in the act, and Mayor Bloomberg even looking to upgrade the emergency 911 system to accommodate cell phone images. By the way, the city already has 3,100 surveillance cameras in its housing projects and hopes to have a total of 2,100 devices in city subways by next year. If you would like to see this story again, please log on to CW11.com/factfinders.
You talked a lot about the different quality cameras there, but you also say the quality of the recorders that they buy has a lot to do with how the picture looks.
Yes, the digital recorder is really important now because you store the image on a hard drive, and they can start as low as $700, but they could go up to $20,000, even $100,000 for a really elaborate system.
A very relevant report. Thanks, Mary.
Thank you, Mary.